Ever feel like you're kind of stuck, stuck in a rut and repeating the same patterns over and over again in your life?
Yeah.
What if I told you there might be a way to actually reprogram your reality?
Hmm.
That's what we're diving deep into today.
Right.
The world of manifestation,
Yeah.
exploring the ideas of Neville Goddard,
Oh, yeah?
a 20th century mystic,
Okay.
and Max Westerly, a modern-day lucid dreaming expert.
Interesting.
And hey, we've included some resources
Oh, cool.
in the description box to help you explore these manifestation techniques
Great.
in a little more detail.
Awesome.
But let's get into this fascinating world
Okay.
of how our thoughts might actually shape our reality.
Yeah, it's really fascinating how these two figures separated by time.
So we're not just talking about positive thinking here.
Yeah.
We're talking about something much deeper.
Exactly. It goes beyond just thinking happy thoughts.
Okay.
It's about recognizing the power of our beliefs and assumptions. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But what about those of us who are plagued by self-doubt and limiting beliefs?
Right.
It feels like those are hardwired into our systems.
This is where Goddard's concept of limiting beliefs comes in.
Okay.
He saw these beliefs as a kind of code in our personal simulation,
Right.
preventing us from accessing our full potential.
Uh-huh.
Philosophical essence points out common ones like,
Okay.
money doesn't grow on trees, or I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
These beliefs create a kind of energetic blueprint that keeps us stuck.
So if these limiting beliefs are like code,
Yeah.
can we actually reprogram them? Is that where Westerly's ideas about the higher blockchain come in?
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Westerly, who has achieved some mind-blowing feats in lucid dreaming,
Right.
like experiencing weeks of perceived time within a 10-minute dream,
Wow.
proposes that manifestation is facilitated by what he calls the higher blockchain.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. A higher blockchain.
What exactly does that mean?
It might sound like something out of science fiction,
Right.
but Westerly describes it as a vast computer network
Yeah.
existing on a higher plane of reality.
Okay.
Think of it like the blockchain technology we use for cryptocurrency,
Okay.
but operating on a much grander metaphysical scale.
So how does this higher blockchain tie into Goddard's ideas
Right.
about consciousness shaping reality?
Westerly believes that this higher blockchain is the mechanism
Mhm.
through which our thoughts and beliefs interact with and influence reality.
Okay.
It's like a cosmic internet
Right.
that connects our individual consciousness to a larger field of potential.
So instead of just visualizing our desires,
Yeah,
we're actually interfacing with this higher blockchain to make them a reality.
that's the idea.
Yeah.
And Westerly believes that lucid dreaming
Okay.
might be one way to access and influence this network.
Yeah.
He even suggests that practices like meditation and visualization could be tapping into this higher blockchain, albeit unconsciously.
Okay, my mind is officially blown.
Yeah.
So Westerly is basically taking Goddard's theories
Right.
and giving them a 21st century upgrade
Exactly.
with the higher blockchain concept.
Yeah,
It's like he's providing the missing piece of the puzzle.
precisely. And it opens up a whole new world of possibilities
Yeah.
for understanding how we might actually be able to reprogram our reality.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
So we can potentially tap into this higher blockchain
Right.
to rewrite the code of our lives.
Exactly.
But how do we actually do that?
Well,
Are there specific techniques we can use?
there are, and they range from ancient practices to cutting-edge techniques. We'll explore those in more depth later in the deep dive.
Okay.
But first, let's delve a bit further into how these limiting beliefs actually manifest in our lives
Right.
and how we can begin to dismantle them.
All right, let's break down those limiting beliefs.
Okay.
What are some common examples?
Right.
And how do they hold us back?
Well, think about common phrases like, money doesn't grow on trees, or I'm not good enough.
Right.
These seemingly harmless sayings
Yeah.
can actually become deeply ingrained beliefs that limit our potential.
I can see that. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough,
Right.
it's going to be hard to go after your dreams.
Exactly. These limiting beliefs create a kind of self-fulfilling prophecy.
Right.
They shape our thoughts, our actions, and ultimately our experiences.
So how do we start to break free from these limiting beliefs?
Right.
Is it as simple as just thinking positive thoughts?
It's a bit more complex than that. Goddard suggested a technique called revision, to mentally revisit past events
Okay.
and reimagine them with a positive outcome.
Wait, so you're saying we can actually rewrite our past experiences in our minds?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Remember, according to Goddard and Westerly, Our consciousness is interacting with this higher blockchain,
Right.
a field of pure potential.
Okay.
By revising our memories, we're
Yeah.
essentially editing the code of our past, which can shift its energetic imprint on our present and future.
That's pretty mind-bending.
Yeah.
But I'm curious,
Yeah.
does Westerly offer any practical techniques
He does.
for accessing and influencing this higher blockchain?
Westerly is a strong advocate for lucid dreaming.
Okay.
He believes that in the lucid dream state,
Huh.
we can consciously interact with this higher plane of reality
Right.
and potentially rewrite the code of our lives.
That makes sense, considering his own experiences with time dilation and lucid dreams.
Right.
But what about those of us who haven't mastered the art of lucid dreaming?
Right.
Are there other ways to tap into this power?
Absolutely. Both Goddard and Westerly point to meditation as a powerful tool for quieting the mind and accessing deeper levels of consciousness.
Right.
Remember those resources we mentioned earlier? The ones in the description box. They dive deeper into these techniques for those who want to learn more.
Meditation can definitely help to calm the mental chatter. But how does that relate to manifesting our desires?
By stilling the mind,
Okay.
we create space for new possibilities to emerge.
Uh-huh.
We become more receptive to intuitive insights and creative solutions.
Okay.
And from this state of clarity,
Yeah.
we can more effectively visualize and embody the reality we want to create.
Okay, so we're quieting the mind,
Right.
visualizing our goals,
Yeah.
and potentially tapping into this higher blockchain.
Uh-huh.
But what about taking action in the real world?
Action is crucial.
Yeah.
But it's important to approach action from a place of alignment with our desired outcome,
Uh-huh.
not from a place of desperation or force.
So it's about taking inspired action,
Exactly.
not just frantically trying to make things happen.
When we're aligned with our goals on an energetic level,
Right.
opportunities seem to flow effortlessly into our lives. It's like the universe conspires to support us.
I like the sound of that. But what about those inevitable setbacks and challenges that life throws our way?
Right.
How do we deal with those when we're trying to manifest our dreams?
That's where the practice of revision becomes really valuable.
Okay.
When you encounter a setback,
Yeah.
instead of dwelling on it and reinforcing the negative experience,
Uh-huh.
use revision to reimagine the event with a positive outcome.
So it's like taking a negative memory and giving it a positive spin.
Yeah.
Does that really change anything?
Remember, we're working with the idea that consciousness shapes reality.
Right.
By changing the energetic imprint of the experience, you can shift its impact on your present and future.
It's almost like we're editing a film,
Right.
taking out the scenes we don't like and replacing them with something better.
That's a great analogy. Instead of getting caught up in fear and worry, we can choose to reframe the situation and visualize a positive resolution. That's a really profound question.
Yeah.
If we embrace this idea that we're not just passive observers, but active participants in shaping reality,
Right.
it opens up incredible possibilities for positive change on both an individual and collective level.
So you're saying that if enough people start consciously creating from a place of love,
Yeah.
abundance, and joy,
Mm-hmm.
it could actually impact the world around us.
Absolutely. Think of it like a ripple effect.
Okay.
As more individuals shift their consciousness and align with their higher selves,
Right.
those vibrations radiate outwards, influencing the collective energy field.
It's almost like a tipping point
Right.
where a critical mass of conscious creators could shift the trajectory of our entire society.
Exact.
But let's be real. There's a lot of negativity and conflict in the world right now.
Yeah.
How do we bridge that gap?
It starts with each of us taking responsibility for our own inner transformation
Okay.
by healing our past traumas,
Right.
dismantling our limiting beliefs,
Uh-huh.
and cultivating a more loving and compassionate relationship with ourselves.
Yeah.
We become beacons of light that can inspire others.
But before we wrap up,
Okay.
I'd love to bring it back to the individual level for a moment.
Yeah.
For someone who's just starting to explore these concepts,
Right.
who's feeling inspired to rewrite the script of their life,
Uh-huh.
what's one piece of advice you would offer?
Be patient with yourself.
Okay.
This is a journey of self-discovery and transformation. And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe in the process will inspire others to awaken to their own potential
Right.
and contribute to the creation of a more conscious and harmonious world.
Absolutely.
This has been an incredible deep dive.
It has.
It feels like we've just scratched the surface of this vast and fascinating topic.
It has been a truly enriching conversation.
It has.
And remember, the exploration doesn't end here.
Right.
It's just the beginning.
Yeah.
The real magic happens when we take these insights and apply them to our lives.
Becoming more conscious, more empowered,
Right.
and more aligned with our true potential.
So true. To all our listeners out there, thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks, everyone.
And as always, we'll leave you with a final question to ponder. If you could rewrite the script of your life, what would the next chapter hold?